Correlation of K-pop addiction to academic performance of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A student of Pinma University of Pangasinan, school year 2019 to 2020. This study aims to determine the correlation of K-pop addiction to academic performance of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A student of Pinma University of Pangasinan, school year 2019 to 2020. More especially, it seeks to answer the following questions. Study focuses on the correlation of K-pop addiction to the academic performance of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A, student of Pinma University of Pangasinan, Arellano Street, Dagupan City, Pangasinan. The data gathered in this research were obtained from 50 selected ABM students from 1A to 4A.
Our motivation in pursuing this study is to know if there are a lot of students who are addicted in K-pop, especially in grade 12 1A to 4A. Also, we wanted to inform the student that they shouldn't disregard their study because of being addicted in K-pop.
As to the respondents, shows in Table 2.0 and 3.0, the total of weighted mean that computed is 2.91. In Table 2.0 is 2.92. In Table 3.0, they have both the average level and descriptive equivalent.
This chapter provides a fully detailed account of the research methodology and the reasons why the particular survey instrument was selected as being appropriate for the study. In order to determine correlation of K-pop addiction to the academic performance of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A students of Pinma University of Pangasinan, the descriptive of correlation and factual data collected to describe the current status of barbells or phenomenon.
Researcher chose to conduct the study in a university in Dagupan City, Pangasinan. To gather the needed data, and the respondent come from 12 ABM 1A to 4A of Pinma University of Pangasinan. They will answer the given survey questionnaire prepared by the researcher in their respective classroom. Researcher use survey questionnaire from ABM student will contain the profile of the respondent and some questionnaire that will support our research. And the respondent were asked to rate based on the questionnaire according to their experience. The survey questionnaire was made for 40 students from ABM 1A to 4A. For most to able to answer the research question, we need to identify the target correspondent for this research. The next step would be to seek permission to conduct the study to assure and satisfy the every problem and questions that had been asked. It needs to accurate and precise answer. For making the survey at the exact snack break or lunch break where the students are outside their respective classrooms so can easily gather the data need concisely and precisely. Lastly, the researcher would like to describe the checklist and rating scale to their respondents.
It will contribute as a reminder that we are Filipinos, that we should be proud in our own culture and be a top fan in OPM music. And lastly, we should love our country first before anything else.
This chapter presents the related literature and studies after thorough and in-depth search done by the researchers. The Korean wave symbolizing the rapid growth of the Korean cultural industries and their exports of popular culture started in 1997. Filipino fans who were previously silent came out and openly expressed their adoration for Korean music, videos, and artists.
The Korean wave refers to the global popularity of South Korea cultural economy, exporting pop culture, entertainment, music, TV dramas, and movies. Filipinos have apparently the Korean pop culture fever that is now just common to see people flashing the Korean finger heart. Conclusion. As to the respondents, the highest respondents that we survey in age are 17 years old with a 62.4%, and the lowest is 19 years old and above with 7.9%. As to the respondents, the gender is dominated by female with 75.1%. As to the respondents, shows that most of the respondents of how long have they been a K-pop fan is 1 month to 6 months with a percentage of 50.36. As to the respondents, shows that the highest percentage of their grade is 86 to 90 with 40.14%, and the lowest percentage is 70 to 75 with a percentage of 0.72. Based on the foregoing conclusions, the researchers would recommend the following. First, students should apply a time management so they can separate the time for their academic performance to watching K-pop. Second, students know their limits when they are watching or listening in K-pop. Third, teachers should conduct seminar for the students about the effects on watching K-pop. Because of this, it can affect in their academic performance. Fourth, students must have priority what they will do before watching or listening on K-pop. And the last one is, it's not bad to listen on K-pop music. We shouldn't forget our own music too.
Table 4 shows about our computed value of person are the total of our values in negative 0.26, which it means the two variables have a weak correlation.
Our motivation in this study is to spread awareness to the students, not only in our respondents but to all those students who is addicted to K-pop. To inform them that they need to know their limits and also to know how to manage their time properly so that their academic performance in school will not get affected.
This study only focuses on the correlation of K-pop addiction to the academic performance of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A students of Pinma University of Pangasinan in Dagupan City.
The limitation of our study is whether the respondents answers our survey questionnaire honestly.
Research question becomes more interesting and important because it helps people to widen their understanding in K-pop, and they will become more encouraged of why the K-pop becomes so popular. wiki.ucd.edu.ph and www.academia.edu. These two sites help us to accomplish our study because of those information we share with clearly understand and know the reason why K-pop culture continues to capture Filipino hearts.
The study is designed to be descriptive because it allows the researchers to explore the impact and describe the current status of variables or phenomena. We use non-random as a sampling technique in choosing our respondents. We also use Sloven's formula by identifying the total number of respondents that our study needs. The total population is 290, but only 40 students are needed to be our respondents.
The instruments we use to distinguish the correlation of the K-pop addiction of the students is a survey questionnaire. The results in our findings says that student addiction to K-pop had a huge impact with their academic performance.
We conduct our study about K-pop to know the reason why K-pop is so addictive and why students are having a bad academic performance in their study.
The strongest part of our study is the result of our hypothesis, which is none. It just showed that our study has a positive outcome that made of our research reliable and realistic. Research that weakest part of the fact that K-pop addiction of the students wasn't properly managed because of improper distribution of statistical data that are gathered.
First, students should apply a time management so they can separate the time for their academic performance to watching K-pop or spend listening. Second, students know their limits when they are watching or listening in K-pop. Third, teachers should conduct seminar for the students about the effects on watching K-pop. Because of this, it can affect in their academic performance. Fourth, students must have priority what they will do before watching or listening on K-pop. Last one, it's not bad to listen K-pop music. We shouldn't forget our own music too.
K-pop has gone viral in North America, Europe, and the Middle East, paving the way for the music and millions spreaders in the world's mainstream as a community. Now, South Korea's cultural invasion has spurred their demographic changes in the country. There are more foreign students in South Korea, and their nationalities are more diverse. About a decade ago, Asians, mostly Chinese, dominated international student rosters. In 2017, France became one of the top 12 countries sending 1,000 or more students to South Korea. K-pop migrants are behind the changing demographic on campuses.
We would be more responsible towards the flow of research that we conducted.
When you do return to the draft, be honest with yourself and don't be lazy. Ask yourself what you really think about the paper.